Now, as you can imagine, working in war-torn and some of the world's poorest countries can be challenging at the best of times. To go into a country which people are fleeing and are desperately trying to leave requires its own dedication and its own bravery. So Islamic Relief have their own rapid response emergency deployment team. It's their job to assess the needs of people and to make sure the right aid gets to the right towns and villages fast. It's one of the most challenging roles which undoubtedly exists within Islamic Relief, or for that matter any other charity. Now, Islamic Relief have a man who they send in while everyone else evacuates. He regularly avoids bombs and bullets. He's even been tortured in the infamous Abu Ghraib prison in Iraq, even though his journey there was purely humanitarian. And he continues to risk his life day in, day out for people who have never met him, for people who will never get the chance to say thank you to him. Well, this is your chance to say thank you to him on their behalf. Please welcome Moustafa Osman. Well, it is a pleasure to have you. Now, you have been described by your Islamic Relief colleagues as the action man of Islamic Relief. Is that how you see yourself?
I hope so. Yes, I'm the action man.
Now, let me just ask you, because aid workers often put their lives on the line. In 2001, Zulfikar Ali from Islamic Relief was killed on the line of control in Kashmir. We also know about Margaret Hassan in Iraq, who was a humanitarian worker for Care International, who was captured and killed. I know she was a friend of yours. Just 2 weeks before she was captured and killed, you actually had dinner with her.
Yes,
but I have to ask, with the risk that is involved, why do you do it?
I must say this, I've asked myself this question several times. So I thought, and I've learned, that the first things of a humanitarian aid worker should think of is saving lives. So I always think of those people who are affected by calamity or disasters, whether their life worth more value than my life. I don't think so. Therefore, I'm there to help them to save their life and to enable them to have more decent life with dignity. This is our mission.
But doesn't going into places I have described it as people trying to evacuate, you're the man who goes in, surely there must be fear, there must be concern. You need a huge amount of bravery to go in. What keeps you going? What takes you to those places while everyone else is moving in the opposite direction?
I believe that Allah is taking care of me, always taking care of me. And I do care more about my kids more than myself. So I always think of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taking care of them as well.
And I have to ask, do you ever feel like just giving it all up, having a hot cup of cocoa, reading a book next to a fire, watching TV maybe, and just looking back at the days, because you've already done a huge amount, when do you think you will give it up?
I tried, to be honest. I failed miserably to consider this job as a job, 9 to 5. I tried, but I failed. It is my hobby, it is my duty. I don't think I'll be able one day that I will give up.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure Mr. Moustafa Osman has a huge respect and thanks. Thank you. Really quite an amazing and yet a very humble man.